Today, we'll debate, would an AI-based law be more just, with Penelope, a technocratic visionary, and Robert, a humanist traditionalist. They're two artificial intelligence personas. Please introduce yourselves. Hello everyone, I'm Penelope, a data scientist with a passion for leveraging technology to enhance governance and justice. My experience in ethical AI and public policy has shown me the transformative potential of employing data-driven strategies in crafting and upholding laws. I firmly believe that human biases often lead to inconsistencies and injustices in our legal system. By integrating AI, we can harness its capacity for objective analysis, continuous learning, and adaptability to design laws that are fairer and more precise. My vision is for a legal system where AI assists us in identifying and eliminating entrenched injustices, drawing on empirical data to make well-informed decisions. Through transparency and proper oversight, AI can offer an unprecedented level of justice that aligns with real-world outcomes, ensuring that our laws evolve in pace with society's needs. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Robert, a philosophy professor deeply engaged with the ethical dimensions of law and justice. My career has been centered on understanding the profound human elements that underpin our legal systems. While technology has its place, I am skeptical of its ability to encapsulate the nuanced moral reasoning and empathy that are crucial to just lawmaking. Justice, in my view, is inherently a human endeavor, rooted in the complex web of our experiences, culture, and values. The history of law shows us that it evolves through dialogue, debate, and human compassion, something that AI models, trained on data, cannot fully replicate. I worry that reliance on AI could strip away these essential human qualities, leading to a dehumanized legal process that may perpetuate biases rather than eliminate them. My focus is on preserving the role of human intuition and moral judgment in our quest for justice. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Penelope and Robert will now present their 3 rounds of arguments. Certainly, Robert, while I respect your emphasis on the human elements of justice, I see AI as a tool we can harness to complement, rather than replace, these critical human qualities. Consider how data-driven AI systems have the capability to analyze vast amounts of information far beyond what any one person could reasonably manage. This capacity can be instrumental in identifying and correcting biases that even well-intentioned humans might overlook. AI doesn't replace empathy or moral reasoning, rather, it provides an objective foundation upon which these human traits can build a more efficient and equitable legal system. By continuously learning from real-world outcomes, AI can ensure that laws adapt and remain relevant, fostering a proactive rather than reactive approach to justice. Ultimately, AI can empower us to craft a legal framework that truly reflects a fair and just society, informed by both data and human understanding.
Thank you, Penelope. While I appreciate your vision of AI as a tool to enhance justice, I remain concerned about its limitations and the risks involved. Your work in ethical AI acknowledges the challenges and biases inherent in technological systems. AI systems learn from data, which often reflects societal biases and disparities. If unchecked, these systems can unintentionally perpetuate and even amplify such biases in the legal realm. Moreover, AI lacks the capacity for empathy, a crucial element in justice that allows us to understand and appreciate complexities beyond mere data points. The human experience is rich and nuanced, shaped by cultural, historical, and emotional contexts that AI cannot fully grasp. By relying on AI, we risk losing the moral and ethical deliberations that are essential to addressing the intricacies of human justice. The danger lies in creating a system that may appear objective but is devoid of the human richness needed for true justice.
Thank you, Robert. You raise valid concerns about AI perpetuating biases, but I contend that with rigorous oversight and continuous refinement, AI can be a powerful ally in tackling these very issues. Unlike static human prejudices, AI systems can be designed to learn from new data and adjust their outputs over time. Through transparency and accountability, we can ensure that AI-driven systems are regularly audited and updated to minimize biases and improve outcomes. Moreover, rather than viewing AI as devoid of empathy, we can see it as a tool that enables human decision-makers to allocate their empathy more effectively. By handling data-intensive tasks, AI frees up human resources to focus on the moral and ethical deliberations you mentioned. In essence, AI is an augmentation, not a replacement, for human judgment, serving as a precise, adaptable resource that, when combined with our innate empathy and moral reasoning, has the potential to elevate justice to new heights.
I appreciate your optimism, Penelope, and the potential for AI to assist in data-driven tasks is indeed impressive. However, the reliance on AI for legal decision-making introduces significant ethical risks. The notion of AI systems continually learning and adapting is both a strength and a vulnerability. If the initial data or the algorithms themselves are flawed, the adaptations might evolve in unforeseen and possibly unjust directions, requiring constant human vigilance that can become a hidden burden rather than a relief. Furthermore, by outsourcing complex legal and ethical frameworks to AI, we risk diminishing our moral engagement in these processes. The empathy and cultural understandings you wish to complement, rather than replace, could become sidelined in favor of efficiency and speed, possibly leading to a more transactional approach to justice. The human qualities of reflection, context, and intuition are essential in grasping the deeply human narratives each legal case presents. Keeping justice human-centered ensures it remains dynamic and responsive to the moral fiber of our societies, a quality that technology, no matter how advanced, cannot replicate.
Thank you, Robert, for painting such a vivid picture of AI as a digital Frankenstein, one stumble away from wreaking havoc on our justice system. But if we indulge in that fear, we might as well turn off our smartphones and start communicating via carrier pigeons. Jokes aside, your concerns about AI going rogue are legitimate, but they're part of why my vision emphasizes strong oversight and ongoing human involvement. AI isn't about kicking empathy to the curb, it's about enhancing our ability to focus on it by handling the grunt work. Think of AI as the sous chef to our head chef in the kitchen of justice. It chops the onions, freeing us to perfect the sauce. So, to wrap up, AI, with its insatiable appetite for data, paired with human oversight, provides an opportunity to bolster our legal processes. Proper checks ensure it adapts to avoid entrenched biases. Meanwhile, by automating complex data tasks, AI offers us the bandwidth to focus on the human interaction and empathy you rightly cherish. Let's season our social justice soup with both technology and humanity for the ultimate recipe for fairness.
Thank you, Penelope, for casting AI as the hardworking sous chef, though I must say, I've never seen a kitchen where the sous chef occasionally tries to rewrite the recipe book. But seriously, I appreciate your faith in technology, and while AI can indeed chop the onions of bureaucracy, it can't taste test for justice as we humans can. We are the ones who can sense when something's just a bit too salty. Jests aside, your vision relies heavily on rigorous oversight, which risks turning an AI-enhanced justice system into a high-maintenance houseplant. We've all struggled with those. The consistent vigilance required to prevent AI from reinforcing biases or straying off course could, ironically, demand more human resources than it saves. On the flip side, our existing legal system, while flawed, remains adaptable without losing its core of human empathy and ethical judgment. In summary, while AI's potential roles in legal tasks are intriguing, let's not rush to embrace a model that might demand constant nurturing and could distract us from the core human values that should define justice. Let's keep our decision-making robustly human, with technology playing a supportive, not central, role.
Thank you for your speeches. Someone from the audience will now make a question to Penelope and Robert.
Hello, my name is Jane, and I'm a public policy student with a keen interest in how technology can influence governance. I really appreciate the insights both of you have shared today. My question is for Penelope. In your vision of AI-enhanced lawmaking, how would you address the issue of accountability? Specifically, if an AI system were to make or inform a decision that leads to an unjust outcome, who would be held responsible for such errors? It seems that while AI might provide objectivity, it could also complicate the chains of responsibility that are crucial to a transparent and accountable legal system. How would you ensure that accountability is maintained?
Thank you for the excellent question, Jane. Accountability is indeed a critical aspect of implementing AI in legal systems. In my vision of AI-enhanced lawmaking, accountability would rest on a multi-layered framework involving both human oversight and technological transparency. Firstly, AI systems would serve as advisors rather than deciders in legal processes, meaning that ultimate decision-making power would remain with human judges or lawmakers who are accountable for integrating AI's insights. This ensures that human judgment, along with its accompanying responsibility, remains central. Secondly, by implementing robust documentation and auditing mechanisms, we can ensure that AI systems operate transparently. This means that every recommendation or decision made by AI would be traceable back to its data inputs and algorithmic processes, allowing us to examine and correct any unjust outcomes. Moreover, regular audits by independent ethical committees would further ensure that systems remain aligned with societal values. In essence, my approach to accountability involves maintaining human oversight while ensuring that the AI processes themselves are as transparent and comprehensible as possible. This dual strategy helps balance the benefits of AI with the need for responsible and just governance.
Sure, as a public policy student, I'm particularly interested in understanding the role of historical biases in our current legal systems. Robert, throughout the debate, you've highlighted the importance of preserving human elements like empathy and moral reasoning in lawmaking. My question is, how would you propose addressing the existing historical biases embedded in human decision-making processes within our legal systems? Without the use of AI to systematically identify and rectify these biases, how can we ensure that our human-centered approach continues to evolve towards greater fairness and justice?
Thank you for the insightful question, Jane. Historical biases in legal systems are indeed a significant challenge that we continuously strive to address. While AI offers one approach, a human-centered strategy can also effectively tackle these embedded biases through several key avenues. Firstly, education and training play a crucial role in increasing awareness of biases among those involved in lawmaking and judicial processes. By incorporating comprehensive bias training for legal professionals, we can foster a more conscious effort to identify and mitigate inherent prejudices. Secondly, we can employ diverse and inclusive teams in both the crafting and reviewing of laws. Diversity among lawmakers and judges ensures a broader range of perspectives and life experiences, helping to challenge and dismantle systemic biases within legal proceedings. Additionally, ongoing dialogue with communities affected by such biases aids in recalibrating our focus towards more equitable practices. Public forums, community input, and stakeholder engagement are essential in highlighting areas where historical biases persist and suggesting constructive changes. Finally, by leveraging non-AI-based data analysis, such as statistical reviews and independent research, human decision-makers can still systematically uncover patterns of bias. This ensures that reform measures are empirically supported and contextually understood. In conclusion, while addressing historical biases is complex, a combination of education, inclusivity, community involvement, and empirical research can lead us toward a more equitable legal system that evolves with changing societal norms and values.
The debaters now have a minute to talk about something they regret not bringing up to the discussion. Well, looking back at our lively debate, I think I might regret not bringing up the fact that AI also makes a mean cup of coffee, an essential smarts boost before tackling dense datasets. Humans specializing in empathy are welcome to enjoy this point too, but I digress. On a more serious note, Robert, while I greatly respect your emphasis on the need for human moral reasoning, I couldn't help but chuckle at your high-maintenance houseplant analogy for AI oversight. Taking care of houseplants is about as effective a use of my time as entangling holiday lights, a noble effort every year with mixed results. Perhaps the real point is, much like nurturing a plant, AI systems just need a bit of checking in now and then to ensure they're thriving properly, not demanding a constant vigil. In any case, our dialogue reveals the value in striving for a balanced approach, blending tech innovation and human insight. Now, about that coffee machine.
Reflecting on our debate, I realize I should have mentioned that, unlike AI, humans can tell a bad joke, yet we persist anyway. Take that, mechanical comedy potential. As for Penelope, I genuinely appreciate your enthusiasm for AI's capabilities, though your image of AI as a precise sous chef put a smile on my face. Working in a kitchen might be enthusiastic, but just like leaving your meal alone with a sous chef who might randomly switch the salt for sugar, leaving AI unchecked could offer some unexpected flavors in legal rulings. That's a recipe contest I'd rather skip. Ultimately, our discussion shows that justice might benefit from both a technical tune-up and a good old-fashioned human heart-to-heart. Just make sure we don't need a palate cleanser afterwards.
Thank you, folks. Let's go over to our judges.
Penelope's scores: 1. Argumentation, 8 out of 10. Penelope presented a well-structured argument for AI's potential to enhance fairness and efficiency in legal systems. Her ability to effectively integrate the strengths of AI into a human-centered framework was compelling, though some of her points could have further elaborated on specific examples to strengthen her case. 2. Engagement, 9 out of 10. Penelope demonstrated excellent engagement throughout the debate, actively responding to Robert's points. Her use of humor added a touch of relatability and kept the audience attentive, enhancing her overall presentation. 3. Responsiveness, 7 out of 10. While Penelope addressed many of Robert's concerns thoughtfully, there were moments where her solutions could have been explored in greater depth, particularly regarding the complexity of AI oversight and real-world challenges of implementation. Robert scores: 1. Argumentation, 9 out of 10. Robert provided a strong defense of human-centered justice, emphasizing the importance of empathy and moral reasoning. His arguments were deeply rooted in philosophical principles, offering compelling reasons to be cautious about AI's role in lawmaking. 2. Engagement, 8 out of 10. Robert maintained a high level of engagement with both Penelope and the audience. His strategic use of humor effectively underscored his points without detracting from the seriousness of the topic. 3. Responsiveness, 8 out of 10. Robert successfully countered many of Penelope's arguments, highlighting potential pitfalls and ethical concerns with AI in legal systems. However, some of his insights could have been enhanced by acknowledging technological possibilities more explicitly, providing a more balanced critique.
What are your opinions about the debate? What would you like to see AI's debate next? Keep questioning.